I'm Kevin Harlan. With me tonight, it's Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg. Allie LaForce will be bringing us updates from the sideline. Let's take a look at the numbers for him.
In the last 5 games, you can see the trend upward for effective field goal percentage. And it shows you how confident he's playing right now.
So let's take a look at the Boston Celtics starting lineup. Out on the block, it's Tatum with Queta. The guard pair, it's White and Brown. And it's Hauser in at the 3 slot. And for New York, Josh Hart out there with OG Anunoby. Then there's Towns. Then it's Jalen Brunson. And it's Bridges in at the 2 guard. We've got a battle of the big men inside, Clark. Both teams with talented front courts.
Well, these teams rely heavily on their 4 and 5 guys, Kevin. It's going to be, I think, a lot of fun to watch. So keep that isolated cam on the paint area. That's where most of the action is going to take place.
Now here's Tatum. Pass to Queta. An easy 2 points on the layup.
Man, I love watching Tatum break down the defense in the pick and roll, exploits any passing lane that's available to him.
Brunson the pass to Towns. Back to Brunson. On the wing, Bridges. Pocket 6. Here's Hart. Stolen by Tatum. It's rebounded by New York. Their last encounter was in Boston, where they were able to handle the Celtics.
Well, you look at the points they produced in that game. Great adjustments on the offensive end.
Well, it's really hard to stop them when they're in a groove offensively, and they were in a comfort zone all game long in that one.
Now here's Brunson. After the miss from Karl Anthony Towns.
Well, a quick defender like White, who's aggressive and strong, man, that's a nightmare for you if you're on offense.
And Queta gets it to go.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Brunson kicks to Towns. A shot's good on the assist by Brunson.
Towns is money off the catch and shoot.
For Boston, they've gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Here's Hart. And Tatum pulls it down. Right now, let's take a moment here to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Well, Mike Brown had a few moments to share with me. We talked about his approach in guarding Jason Tatum. He said, we want to crowd Tatum right from the jump and prevent him from getting into an early rhythm, especially from deep. Because when his three-point shot is falling, it opens up the rest of his game. Guys, back to you.
We appreciate it, Allie. Thank you. Towns has gone 2 of 3 from the floor. So, Clark, let me ask you, what makes Karl Anthony Towns stand out as a perimeter big man?
Well, I think first and foremost, his shooting ability for a big guy is unique. I mean, he can shoot it with the best of three-point shooters and from deep. Not many big guys can do that. He can put it on the floor. He's an excellent free throw shooter. He can shoot shots off the dribble as a big guy. And he can go old school and play bully ball. So, I mean, you factor in that combination of toolkit, that's pretty impressive for a guy that's almost 7 feet tall.
Here's White. The Knicks making the shot. Pass to Tatum. This one for 3. The kick out to Brown. Hits it from 3-point range.
When JB is on from here, it really boosts his team.
And in this first quarter, about 3 minutes played. Brunson the pass to Bridges. A 3-ball. Rebounded by Tatum. Celtics leading by 3. Pass to Hauser. Brown right side. Tatum with the screen on Towns. Here's White. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
Nice selection that time by White. Going to the floater. Every guard needs to have that in his back pocket.
Brunson against White. Brunson right side. Shot clock at 5. He's off from 17 feet.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that one.
Pass to Hauser. 2 minutes remaining in the first. Tatum dishes to Brown. Swing inside to the left side wing. Hauser off target from outside.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Bridges inside. Brown on him.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
Here's Tatum. Gets that one to fall after missing his first two. 1 for 3 from the field.
Tell you what, Tatum using his length for positioning inside, able to operate well in the paint.
And a whole new group out on the floor right now for the Knicks. Here's Alvarado. And looking at his production, he averages a little more than 7 points a game. And this has got to be, Clark, one of the best offenses in Knicks franchise history.
Yeah, you look at the two-man game between Brunson and Town, Kevin, and it's virtually unstoppable. And they've got the defenders to hold up at the other end as well. This is a rock-solid crew.
Pritchard with the ball. He's defended by Alvarado. Outside, Gonzalez. 6 on the shot clock. Will not go. This is off the front iron. Knicks trail by 7. Clarkson passes to Diawara.
And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope, his only concern right now is getting the points on the board. And I don't mean style points.
Hey, I thought there was some style there, guys. What are you guys looking at? I mean, it was still a pretty sweet, flavorful one-hand flush.
Now, here's Clarkson. Taking a look at the scoring numbers. Right now, he averages about 9 points a game. Alvarado passes to Shamet. From past the arc. And Vucevic pulls it down. Celtics leading by 5. Gonzalez down low. He's defended by Alvarado. Gonzalez, that's good. Clarkson taking his time here. Got a piece of it. Out of bounds. Knicks ball as New York keeps possession.
Yeah, gets a finger on it, but just can't quite come up with the steal.
Clearly a careless pass. He got away with one there.
Buried from outside. Well, I don't know. I think we may see a review here. It was pretty close. And indeed, they're going.
The previous play is under review.
And to me, guys, it looks pretty clear-cut on the instant replay. I mean, the ball was out of his hands in time. I think they'll confirm this one pretty quickly.
Well, I can't see how they'd come to any other conclusion. I mean, we have a good look at it on the replay.
After the review, the ruling on the floor is overturned.
And the call is going to be overturned. The second look shows that he did, in fact, beat the clock.
Yeah, they're glad they're going to get those points. And it wasn't too long ago that they wouldn't even have looked at it on the monitor. But replay's here, and it's here to stay for situations just like that one.
And so the first quarter is in the books. Celtics lead by 4. And we've got more action coming your way after this break. And if you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. And what do you guys think about Boston here in this one?
Just cashing in on second chance opportunities. That's how they built this early lead.
Boy, grinding it out on the glass. They've really been working for those points.
They've got Towns. Jose Alvarado is out there with Jordan Clarkson. Then it's Robinson. And it's Shamet in at the small forward position. So that's who's on the floor for the Knicks.
When Vucevic is rolling to the basket like that, there aren't many guys that are willing to get in his way to stop him.
Right now, let's take a second to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sidelines.
Hey, Kevin. Jason Tatum keeping the main thing the main thing. He said there are players that get caught up in the lifestyle, and they choose that over the game. The money is a plus, yes, but I truly love the game because I love basketball, not for the things that come with it. Back to you.
You'll love to hear it. Hey, Allie, thank you very much for the report. Here's Tatum. Mitchell Robinson making his last shot. No one covering. Tatum's got his second basket of the night.
You can't excel at all as a defender on Tatum. Mid-range, not his go-to spot, but he took advantage there.
Robinson passes to Towns, and again it's New York.
He knows he can get his shot anytime he wants, and he also knows he has the green light.
19-18.
Here's Shireman. He's covered by Clarkson. Tatum no good. New York trailing. Clark, one thing about Mitchell Robinson, He has got great rim protection, rebounding, and a nice sense on the floor of what to do.
Yeah, he's a big guy that really wreaks havoc on the glass. I mean, his size, jumping ability, and timing, along with his nose for the ball, forget about trying to keep him off the glass. He's getting offensive rebounds, and he's an excellent finisher, rolling out of picks for the lob.
So for the Knicks, Anunoby, he's checked in for Landry Shamet. Bridges comes in for Jordan Clarkson, and it's Jalen Brunson in for Jose Alvarado. Now here's Brunson. He had a 30-point outing their last game against Atlanta.
And his passing also off the charts in that game. In just about every aspect of their offense, he was dialed in.
Crafty pass there from Brunson. The guy just makes plays.
Anunoby against Brown. And here in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes played so far. Here's Brunson. Rebounded by Vucevic. And so it's Pritchard who brings the ball up for Boston. They trail by 1. They defeated Charlotte in their last game.
Yeah, I felt like they attacked, but with a purpose. They knew what they wanted to accomplish coming in.
Well, it really showed the trust they have in one another. I love how they got after it, and you could feel that they were playing for each other.
For New York, they've gone 4 of 6 from the field here in the second. Bridges kicks to Brunson. Robinson a screen on Pritchard. And that one's good. Brunson.
And, you know, for Brunson, it's always about taking what he sees in these sets. He's an excellent decision maker.
Three-pointer, Pritchard. Robinson pulls it in.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession. And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
Now, here's Brown. A 35-point game for him in the win against Charlotte.
And he also dominated the glass out there. He hit the boards hard and often.
New York with the ball. They're on a 14-6 run. Pass to Towns. Pulls up. And it's Derek White with the rebound. Celtics trail by 4. Beyond the arc. And Karl Anthony Towns pulls it down. Towns has got his 5th rebound in this one. Bridges finds Brunson. Towns sets the pick for Brunson. Towns against Tatum. From deep, Brunson. Rebound, Boston. Brown the pass to Pritchard. Back to Brown. And he draws the foul. A chance for another point at the free throw line. That one goes on Anunoby.
And, you know, really, guys, Brown is very talented at knocking down shots, even when getting hit.
Hart, he's checked in for New York. Then for the Celtics, Cade is checked in, and Sam Hauser subbed in for Tatum.
Well, you know, they're in the lead, but he's still been frustrated from an offensive standpoint.
Back to Pritchard. Up top, Brown. He's guarded by Anunoby. Sweet touch inside from Brown.
They are just killing him on the interior.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
Hart with the screen for Brunson. Hart, no good. For Boston, they've gotten exactly half their shots to go down here in the second. 5 of 10. Hauser misses. Brunson outside. On the mark with the 15-footer. Brunson's got 7 now in this quarter. So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. New York ahead, up 1. And we'll be back for the second half following the break. Keep it right here on 2K Sports.
The Celtics, 26.
Hello, everybody. We'll break down the action shortly, but first, a glance at how the Eastern Conference, and let's do something we never, ever, ever do, and that's go off topic.
What topic?
So we don't have a topic.
And as we review this first half for the Celtics, still anybody's game.
But you want the truth? I've seen college teams shoot better than these guys. They couldn't hit water from a yacht.
Shaq upgrading that punchline from a boat to a yacht. How bougie of you. Thanks for spending halftime with us. Time to get it back out to Kevin Harlan for the start of the third quarter.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. You look at Towns, he's really been playing well.
Man, how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
And you know what? They've come at him a few different ways defensively, and nothing has slowed him down.
Well, you know, Clark, anticipation is key in this NBA game. So often it seems the great ones can see a play ahead.
I don't think there's any question about it, Kevin. It's one of the things I look for in players. How do they see the floor? Do they make passes based on anticipation versus reaction? It's almost like somebody playing checkers and another guy playing chess. The very best players seem to be chess players.
On the court right now for the Celtics. Down on the block, it's Tatum with Keita. The guard pair, it's White and Brown. And it's Hauser in at the small forward. Brown buries it down low. Brown's got 10.
Strong and explosive Jaylen Brown is a tough matchup in the painted area.
Hart with a screen on White. Brunson kicks to Hart. Back to Brunson. Shoots over White. And it's Brunson missing.
Well, the defense refusing to give up anything easy. Love seeing that kind of intensity.
Bridges against Tatum. Yep, that one goes. He has 6. Guys, we're not through 3 quarters of play, but 6 lead changes already in this one.
Yeah, competitive, and I think we all can agree that we thought this would be the type of game that would come down to the
Now, here's Bridges. Still yet to score. Towns finds Anunoby. Towns the screen. And the shot will not go from Anunoby. The Celtics with the lead. Here's Brown. No good on the shot, a bit long that time. Knicks have gone 1 of 3 since starting the second half. When it comes to Jaylen Brown, Greg, what qualities does he add to a team?
Well, I love how active and physical he is. He poses such a difficult challenge on both sides of the ball. With the Finals MVP award to his credit, you know he's as mentally tough as anyone in our league.
Kept alive. Anunoby left side. Brunson outside. And another shot. The rebound by Keita. And here's White. He'll bring it up for Boston. Outside Tatum. Bridges with the board. New York's gone 0-2 from deep to start things here in the second half. It's deflected. And that one goes out of bounds. Nice touch by Tatum. From deep, Brunson. There it is. Brunson with the deep shot.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Well, when you look at the assist totals, heck, they've been clearly the better team.
And a chance now to take a look at some numbers for Brunson. In the second half of this season, he's been nothing short of spectacular, averaging about 23 points per 8 assists and 3 rebounds. And really, he sets the table for this team with his playmaking.
Unselfish at times to a fault. He just makes everybody around him better.
Here's Brunson. Following the basket by Derek White. Great open look there. Hart's got his second bucket of the night.
Yeah, that's 2 straight three-pointers they've allowed.
Here's Cato, and he takes the feed in stride and slams it home.
And that lead pass allowed him to get straight to the rim, unabated in stride.
Brunson scanning the floor. Anunoby passes to Towns. Bridges outside. 6 to shoot. Hart with the screen for Bridges. And Hart throws it down.
Way too easy for Hart. This is why the defense has to push him out of the paint.
Celtics trail by 5. Pass to Cato. Now Brown, defended by Bridges. Brown dishes to White. Up again. It's good on the putback.
Finessing his way inside for the board and the score. How about the effort from Brown?
And so Mike Brown calls a timeout. He's going to have a discussion on the sideline. And a whole new group out on the floor for the Celtics. The Knicks leading by 3. Alvarado with it. Still scoreless. Sohan, the pass to Alvarado. No good from outside. For Boston, they've gotten 5 of 8 shots to fall for them in the third quarter. A nice 62% from the field. Pass to Walsh. Now here's Gonzalez. He's covered by Clarkson. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Walsh. That's a 2 from Pritchard. Rebound by Sohan. There's 47 seconds left here in the third quarter. Now Alvarado. Pass to Robinson, and the dunk by Robinson.
Robinson loves to hammer it down whenever he gets the chance, and with force.
34 seconds left in the third. Here's Shireman. He's covered by Clarkson. Outside Gonzalez. Here's Pritchard. Vucevic setting the pick for Pritchard. There's the triple. It's rebounded by New York. Here's Alvarado. Here's Robinson. And the dunk by Robinson.
You've got to love his aggressiveness to finish inside.
Well, his leaping ability gives him a great advantage.
Fellas, that's exactly why they look to get him the ball around the rim. I mean, it's either a dunk or free throws every time.
And so it's New York bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. They're pounding the ball inside, and that's where they've gotten their best production tonight. Right back after this break. And let's take now this moment to bring up our State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
Hey, that was a high-level pass no matter what position it came from. But it does make it stand out a little more when it's made by the big fella.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. Mitchell Robinson out there with Towns. Then there's Jordan Clarkson. Then there's Landry Shamet. And it's Alvarado in at the point guard. That's the 5 for New York right now.
And Tatum knows how to find his guys in their spots now. A solid passer at his position.
Here's Alvarado. After the made shot from Nikola Vucevic. Alvarado with it. Back to Towns. Another shot. And the layup is up and in. Towns has got the lead up to 7 now for the Knicks.
Yeah, that's the third bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
Here's Pritchard. Here's Shireman. He's covered by Clarkson. Pass to Shireman. Boston needs to get off a shot. Here's Walsh. No good on the triple. New York leading by 7. About a minute and a half through the fourth quarter now. Outside, Towns drills it from outside.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Certainly. I mean, they saw a weakness in the perimeter defense and took advantage of it.
And so Joe Mazzulla calls for the timeout. It's a chance for them to regroup and refocus. Jalen Brunson, he's checked in for the Knicks. Brown, he's checked in for Boston. And now Allie LaForce says something for us from the sideline.
Over the break, I listened in on Joe Mazzulla's huddle. They took a laid-back approach to the huddle, telling the team, everyone thinks this game is over, so just go out there and let it rip. Let's see what we can do. And I think the players love that message.
Thank you, Allie. The Celtics making a switch here. White's checked in. White setting the pick for Brown. Shoots over Clarkson. It'll go, and the New York lead is cut down now to just 8 points with the basket from Brown.
I don't think he could have been any more impressive than he was tonight. Brown is setting this place on fire.
Connects from three-point range.
Three-pointers are killing them at this point, and they haven't been able to respond at the other end.
You know, the only way that's going to turn around defensively is by stopping the outside shot, not getting into a shootout. They're not going to out-shootout this team. That's a real brain fade right there, a mental error, and it cost them a possession.
Some changes for Boston. Kate is checked in, and Sam Hauser subbed in for Pritchard. The kick out to Town. That three off the mark. And here's Tatum. He'll bring it up for Boston. 11-point game. Keita, the pass to White. Crosses over, and there are the Celtics with another basket.
Boy, White continues to be aggressive looking at that mid-range shot, and I know why. He's got a nice touch from there.
Towns sets the pick for Brunson. Puts up a three. Good.
Man, the triples keep falling, guys. That's 3 in a row.
I think they're playing too soft on the perimeter. They can't stay so soft. They've got to get up into the shooters here.
Here's Tatum. Towns with the steal. Now here's Brunson. And they call an illegal screen here.
He went a decent amount of time before his first turnover there. It's really been a good, safe stretch of basketball from him to this point.
Looking at who's out there now for the Knicks. Hart, he's checked in for Robinson. OG Anunoby comes in for Clarkson. And it's Bridges in for Jose Alvarado.
And Tatum doesn't get distracted easily, even when you get physical with it.
Now Anunoby. Trained from outside.
Well, and this has been their strategy throughout the fourth period. We'll see how it pans out.
You know what? Teams can get a little three-happy down the stretch sometimes. Letting it fly.
Rebounded by Anunoby.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Towns a screen on White. And the officials will call the illegal screen right there.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
Yeah, you know, the officials aren't nearly as lenient as they used to be on that call. As a matter of fact, I know I got away with a lot of those in my playing days, but that was 40 years ago.
Now here's White. Outside Brown. We've got 1:48 left in the game.
Look, you've got to give Brown a lot of credit for his growth as a shooter. That wasn't something he did when he first got to the league. He put in a lot of work. He shoots it well from the floor and line.
And Brown drops them both. Guys, a good chance for them to slow it down.
Yeah, they definitely should use some clock here.
Rebounded by Tatum. And here's Tatum. He'll bring it up for Boston. Inside, Tatum finds the deuce.
No doubt about it. He has done a ton to help his team, but he's going to have to do even more if they want to have a chance to get back in this one.
Towns outside. It's good.
You got a big guy like Towns that can hit from long range. I think it makes your whole team harder to defend.
Takes a step back. Spins. Now Brown.
Yeah, you hate to give up a foul on a three-point attempt.
Yeah, unnecessary. I mean, make them earn those points from deep. Don't give them to them free at the line.
At the line, he'll shoot 3.
Three shots.
free throw good from Brown.
You got to respect the mind Brown has for the game. Both ends of the floor, he is so good at spotting the opening and taking advantage.
And he nails the third.
Not nearly as productive a trip to the line as he'd have liked. They need all their free throws to go down at this point.
And we'll just watch the clock wind down, guys, in what will turn out to be a win here for the Knicks.
And the big difference here was accuracy from three-point range.
And once they started sinking shots, it really stretched out the D and created other opportunities. And anytime they got space, they seemed to just knock down another triple.
And for the year now, they'll have 52 wins under their belt.
And tonight's win will put them up 2-1 in what has become a really intense season series, giving them a tentative edge here with one still left to be played against the Celtics.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Karl-Anthony Towns.
Well, I thought the job he did on the glass was absolutely terrific. Extremely physical. He left it all out there tonight.
Tatum with it. Hart covering. Derek White. And the three misses. This game looks like they've got it just about wrapped up.
Yeah, just got to work that clock and take care of the ball.
Towns buries the deep ball.
They made the most of their opportunities, looking comfortable and locked in throughout the night.
Boy, they've given their fans plenty to cheer about, that's for sure. Effort, skill, coaching, you name it, they've done it.
Launches it. Down he goes for three. So no problem for New York as they get the win. A confident win and one where they clearly showed the greater effort.
Yeah, I mean, it was a solid performance, particularly here at home. I think they built off that edge of being here and played with just a little more confidence than their opponent.
Now let's send it over to Allie LaForce on the sideline with our player of the game. Allie, take it away.
All right, I'm with Karl-Anthony Towns. Karl, congratulations on the victory. What was key in getting the win here tonight?
I mean, we played like we wanted it more. You know, we came out here and we just did a lot of great defensive stops. It wasn't offensive. It was more defensive. We did a great job. We got the 50-50 balls, put us in a nice position.
We could see and feel that desperation. Congrats on the win.
And as always, Allie, thank you so much. That's it, folks. The NBA regular season is in the books. So for Allie LaForce and my colleagues here at the table, Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for being with us. And now, our player of the game, Karl-Anthony Towns.